Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home.
MP, you got that look in your eye, man.
Association of military directors committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures while entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in any such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules, community custody, security, or good staff member. Don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. We're not going to hold the past year. There were pictures of your favorite mascot, the rocker, and dance back. Team Life giveaways. At 6'8" forward, number 4, Scott
Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for RJ Barrett.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
And the starting group for Chicago. We've got Zach LaVine, Torrey Craig out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Buzelis, and it's prime time in at point guard. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brady Dick out there with Bruce Brown, and it's Barrett in at the small forward. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Here we go. And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. I gotta say, guys, watching MP's success so far in his NBA Cup quest this season has been nothing short of remarkable. He's done exactly what he set out to do. Win the games, lead his team, execute both offensively and defensively. It's been quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, when you make it this far, it is not by accident. Calculated adjustments both for MP and the team, in general, attacking defenses, strategizing how to mix up their defensive looks and optimize matchups. I love the spectacle around MP. He's good entertainment, and I think great for the NBA as a whole. It's definitely a star-fueled league.
Now here's Pirtle. Fires from deep. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. LaVine passes to Vucevic, and there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
What I love about Vucevic is he's aggressive looking for his shot, which draws the defense's attention.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night. First one falls for him.
You love a big man like Vucevic. Puts in the effort to keep improving. For example, look at what he's done with his perimeter shooting.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And you know, Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Barnes, and he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Here's prime time. Here's Buzelis, 15 in his last outing. Levine can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
So they take the lead.
Great dribble move there by Barrett. He continues to build out his offensive game.
Here's Buzelis, guarded by Barrett. Outside Levine. Tries it from the top of the key, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Levine's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Brown. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's Dick. They get the rebound. Pass to Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Brown with it, tries again, and another basket for Toronto.
Yeah, you can see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then gotten the right spot to deliver.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And now a look at the teams who excelled at rebounding over the last month. 5th best, Toronto.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Levine surveys the D. It's Vucevic, high post. Hurdle with some nice D.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Let's send it out to Ali LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Ali?
And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Ali, thank you. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, BA, yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
The first free throw is good. Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
Mitchell's checked in for Toronto. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Toronto leading by 4. Outside Barrett. Pass to Brown. Outside Barnes. Here's the teardrop. It doesn't go for him. Oh, great D that time from Craig. Here's primetime. Last game he had 28 points. Outside Craig. Here's Levine. Nice D from Brown.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Pirtle. Outside, Brown. Here's the 3. Pure from three-point range. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Primetime passes to Craig. Barnes with the rebound. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. 7-point differential. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's primetime. Defended by Brown. Fade away. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Toronto leading by 5. Outside Barrett. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. And it's Chicago with a board. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Now here's Barnes. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
He's passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
That free throw good from Barnes.
And something I think everyone notices about Scotty Barnes is that infectious enthusiasm. Guy celebrates every big play for him or his teammates.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Conchar comes in for Brown. For Toronto, they're shooting around 44%. Not bad. On the court for the Bulls. Torrey Craig out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White. Then it's Patrick Williams. And it's prime time in at the point. Here's Dick. Counted from distance. Dick's got 9.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Here's prime time. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And that was a tough loss. 1 or 2 breaks go their way, and it's a totally different outcome.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost. But sometimes, even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
Lets it fly. Nails the baby hook. He has 6.
Buzelis has tremendous court vision for his age and is willing to make the extra pass.
The Raptors with a lead. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Outside Dick. Puts it up. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside Craig. Now here's White. Williams with the screen. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Asumu, he's checked in for White.
Substitution. Number 11, Kyle Kasumu.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Down low. Here's prime time. Conchar pulls it in.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Here's Mitchell. Free from Barnes. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Inside. Here's primetime. Conchar covers. Dosunmu on the wing. 4 on the clock. He drops it from range. Dosunmu's got his first 3 points of the game.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, primetime in their last time out against the Magic was a man on a mission. He scored 28 points, and on top of that, he snagged 6 boards. And he's been on a tear, playing confident and doing anything he wants on the floor. He is so hard to stop. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Now here's Dick. 11 points in the game. Back to Mitchell. Sees the lob. It's deflected. And he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hurdles checked in for Dick. And a change for the Bulls. Levine's checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Primetime passes to Dosunmu. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Raptors lead by 3. Pass to Mitchell. The 3. Sinks the tray.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Here's primetime. Check by Mitchell. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
And Pirtle's got a high defensive IQ, great awareness, which is why he's able to block and alter so many shots.
The Bulls trail by 6. Dosunmu for 3. Drops in the 3. Dosunmu's got 6 in the quarter.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Here's Barnes. That one drops 4. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
Here's primetime. 6 points for him. Pass to Buzelis. The 3 is up. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell. Got a piece of it, and he stays with it. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's primetime. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Back to Levine. Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
And we've watched it for years, the floor-stretching ability of Levine.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Barnes. To the inside. Here's Pirtle. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. here for the Raptors. Barrett's checked in for Boucher. Dick comes in for Conchar. And it's Brown in for Mitchell. It's the Toronto Raptors in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. More 2K action in just a moment.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Chicago Bulls.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're planning a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It's been quite a game for Grady Dick.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Raptors lead by 13. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Bruce Brown is out there with Dick, and it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And the Bulls shooting only 36% so far in this game. And a homecoming of sorts for R.J. Barrett last season after being traded to his hometown Raptors.
Yeah, he's played well in Toronto. You wonder if the offseason helps him settle into where it is that he knows he's going to start this year. I really like his three-point shooting. That has been much improved in that Raptor uniform.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on the team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That one's no good. Raptors lead by 12. Outside Barrett, the 3, and Craig pulls it down. And it's Levine with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher's checked in. Both shots good from the strike. Toronto leading by 10. Outside Barrett. Pass to Brown. The 15-footer. And that one drops. Brown's got 7.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages him to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Levine passes to Craig. Back to Levine. 5 on the clock. And all around the rim that time before dropping. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable performance from Levine. His offensive skill set is amazing.
Pass to Brown. And here's Dick. Brown with a screen. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 11.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. The Bulls trail by 10. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Levine. In close. Levine puts it up and in.
Yeah, and this is Levine's role. I mean, he's out there to score as often as possible.
Outside Dick. Back to Brown. It's Barrett on the wing. On the wing, Grady Dick. And again, Toronto, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Raptors lead by 8. Pass to Barrett. Lets the 3 fly. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
A really good focus from RJ there. I think that improves his percentages.
Here's prime time. Here's Vucevic. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Shooting 2.
First one falls. And the Bulls making a change here. Desumu's checked in. Good on both. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Up top, Brown. He has 7. Boucher outside. Pass to Barrett. Poeltl, screen on Levine. 6 on the shot clock. That shot wide open. Barrett's got 15 points.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now, the second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Here's primetime, defended by Brown. The swim move for 3. Drains the triple. 9 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Boucher. No points so far. Back to Barrett. Outside, Brown to the paint. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Barrett hanging tough on that play. He gets the shot off, and he just stuck to the play.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. And he makes the first.
You look at R.J. Barrett on TV, you don't realize.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then there's Javon Carter. And it's prime time in at the point guard position.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Barnes. And now the Raptors on the break. Right side, Mitchell. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
Yeah, BA, so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team, and hope for the best.
Here's primetime. Pass to LaVine. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Walter. Plenty of space. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Walters has got 5 points in the quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Toronto making a switch here. Fernando's checked in. Lofton's checked in for Chicago. Duarte comes in for LaVine. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Walter. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age. And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Pass to Buzelis. Picked by Carter. The shot by Buzelis no good. For Toronto. They've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. And here's Mitchell. Boucher, left side.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
The free throw drops for Boucher. Temples checked in for Toronto.
Need some energy out there, MP. You're up.
Here's prime time. Check by Mitchell. And you look around the league. Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, BA, these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If we look back over the past couple of years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick and a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft. In some cases, these teams aren't going anywhere.
Here's Walter. Chicago making their last shot.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
That's his second personal foul. Teams in the game.
And the first one at the line is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Bulls have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the 4th quarter. Here's prime time. He goes up again. Rebound Toronto. Fernando's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Walter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he drops the first. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
And so he makes both from the line.
Number 21.
Down now. Don't just get out of hand.
Number 21.
Chicago has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Raptors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for R.J. Barrett.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Fernando. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fernando. Williams defending. Fernando misses. They swipe it. Here's Walter. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.
You can get that one back next time.